definitely feels like something's missing. So I'm gonna honor that. Let's see. Two more cards. Two more. Damn. Okay. I'll just take these two. And Temperance, because I saw it earlier. The first thing, okay, I guess I'll show you all the cards first. Temperance, Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands again, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups again, but in reverse, and then Seven of Swords, which was the first thing that popped out. The first thing I noticed on the cards was how many of them have like their eyes closed and how many of them have like smirks on their faces. Because like the Knight of Cups, his eyes are closed, he has a smirk. Two of Pentacles, his eyes are closed and he has a smirk. Temperance, eyes closed, smirk. And then, so for me, it's like, that just feels like the energy of like not trusting what you're seeing only, but understand that what you feel and what you know is just as real as what you're seeing, if not more real. It's like I always say, the physical is the last place these things play out. So understand that what you're seeing play out in the physical is not an indicator of where you are right now. It's more so an indicator of where you've been and where you're coming from. So there's all this madness going on back here, but he knows that he can change his future present moment by changing his present moment right now. In the present, he is infinite in his ability to balance these things and to choose perspectives and to continue to do his work, even though things may look like they're crazy or they're not working or they're chaotic. And I'm saying that that's you, and you have the ability to, like I said, handle the light, handle the dark, and understand that it all is your magic, and that in this balancing act, in your alchemy, it all serves you, and it becomes no different in that sense, is that it all just leads you to more of yourself. And that really feels like what's going on right now, especially in this season. And Temperance feels the same way. Like look, they got the same type of energy going. Like this just feels like maybe the physical, and this feels like in the spiritual, because he's like out there in the treacherous area, and this is like an angel working with the cups and defying gravity and all type of stuff. But they're doing the same work. They're both alchemizing, they're both balancing, they're both 0224 34, as I said that. I thought it said 0224 24. But yeah. And you got the Knight of Cups. It's like he's just following. It feels like he's following his heart. Like, especially with cups being a suit of the emotions and water and being fluid and going with the flow. That's exactly what he feels like. Like he's got his cup in his hand. He's got his other hand on the rein. He's got like a loose hold on the horse. He's not sitting there rushing. He's not sitting there worried he's gonna fall off the horse or that the horse is gonna, knock him off or anything. He's chilling. His eyes are closed. He's got a smirk. His hands are occupied. Like he's in no condition to protect himself. He's in no condition to see what's coming. He's in no condition to do anything other than be blissfully wherever he is in his mind right now. His eyes are closed. And it's like, that's all that matters to him right now, is what I get the sense of. And the horse is accommodating for that. The horse isn't sitting there running full speed. The horse is going slow. It's chilling, doing its own thing. The water is calm. It's chilling. There's like one cloud back there. And that's just what it feels like. It's like can be as peaceful as you allow yourself to be. You can be, your reality is really wherever your perspective is, wherever your perception is at any given time. So it's like throughout this rebalancing, understand that all you're being asked to do is choose a perspective that makes you feel okay right now. Choose a perspective that feels like truth, a perspective that feels like you and feels like empowerment, that empowers you. And that doesn't mean that every truth is going to be a simple truth. Like sometimes the empowering truth is the one that humbles you, you know? Sometimes it's like, damn, like, this person really is not good for me. And it's like you wanted to be with them forever. But it's like you have to accept that they're not for you. And it's like that's the one that empowers you, because like, okay, if they're not for me, that means that there's somebody who actually is in alignment to me out there. Like, or you know, there's more circumstances, there's more experiences to be had in which, you know, I can meet this person that's for me. Like, it's like that's all you're being asked to do right now. No one's telling you to go just be delusional or not to accept hard truths. Yes, accept the hard truths, but accept them from a place that empowers you, you know? And choose and understand that whatever you accept as your reality will be how it impacts you. So make sure you're choosing with intention. And then with the rest of these cards, the Seven of Swords, it feels like take what you need and go. Don't take too much. Don't worry about if you're taking the right things. Take what feels right, and understand that even if you did leave something behind, if it's really for you, it'll come back. You'll look back and it'll keep up with you. I promise. But you have to move. And it's like moving is more important than allowing perfectionism to have a place in you preparing to leave, you know? Like, don't feel like you have to have everything in order. You have to decide who's still gonna be in your life. You have to, you know, and have all these things figured out before you can move. It's like, yo, grab some things and go. Like, grab what feels right now without a doubt and move. And understand that, okay, even if you left something behind that was for, it'll keep up. It'll definitely keep up. So that definitely feels like the call right now. Do what you need to do. Take what you need to take, but we got to move forward. Page of Pentacles. This feels like after you freed your hands up. Like, in my mind's eye, I'm also seeing like the Four of Pentacles, which is the card of him like holding the one pentacle like this. And it feels like you freed your hands up, and it's like, you know, look, the pentacle's floating in his hand, all type of stuff. He's like, wow, like, it just feels very mystical. And even the flowers on the floor, it feels like they're defying gravity. And like, to me right now, it feels like they're raising up, like they're floating up from the floor. Like, it just feels like he's in, like, maybe around him, like there's a certain energy that has things like floating, you know, like it has a pinnacle floating, and it's got these raising up off the floor. In reality, they might just be on the grass, but right now that's what it feels like to me. It feels like he's in this perfect vortex of like energy, and the elements and everything is just at his disposal. And even the trees in the background, I'm feeling called to the ancestor energy again. And I feel like the ancestors have been very, very present in this reading. When I think back to it and what it's felt like, yeah, it felt like it's just overall so much support and experience, and just love. But like, it felt like enveloping love, like not just love around, but like a love that like holds you like this, you know, and we're just in it, like as we're talking, but it's like they're just hugging us and we're just like, yeah, you know, and but then they're like that. That's what it's felt like to me. So yeah, this is your opportunity. And it's like, this is just the taste. This feels like the beginning, the that first little fruit of your harvest. And it's like, wait, wow, this harvest season is gonna be a good one. You know, you get your first little indicator, and you take a bite, and you're like, oh wow, like this harvest is the one. You know, this is way better than any of the harvests we've had in the past few years, like since we started whatever, growing our own stuff or whatever. Like, this is what this feels like. And it's like, okay, this is the one I knew we could get. Like, this tastes like what I set out to do when we set out to do it. You know, you might have been sitting there trying to grow something for years and years and years and years, and it's like this one, it came in, you're like, yes, this is literally what I've been trying to grow this whole time. And I knew it was possible, and it's just like, it just wasn't happening, but now it's happening. And that's just what this feels like right now. So understand that, yes, you may have been at something for a really long time. Like we said earlier with the Sun card, we were talking about running into the wall a bunch of times, and right when you give up, you realize, boom, you made a hole in the wall from all the running into it, and it's like now you can just walk through it. That's what this feels like. It's like, this is it. Don't give up right before you reach the diamonds. I know y'all have seen that meme where it's like the dude on top and he quits right before, and it's like the line this much. If he would have just hit the wall one more time, he would have had all the diamonds. But he gave up right there and turned back. And it's like, don't be that. Don't be that meme. Keep going. The only your failure is only guaranteed if you give up. It only becomes the end when you stop going forward. You know, as long as you continue to go forward, your story's not over. Your pursuit's not over. The chances of you getting everything you want for yourself, you still have a chance. You know, it only becomes zero when you stop trying. Like, that's when it becomes, okay, yeah, you're not gonna get that when you give up. So it's like, don't give up now because you're so close. And I know it might feel like you've been being breadcrumbed. Every reading has probably been like, yeah, oh, you have amazing things coming. Oh, yeah, things are, oh, wow. You know, all those things. And I'm somebody who watches reading, so I know that feeling too. But understand that, yeah, that it's been the truth though, you know? It's been that close, and maybe if you knew how long it would have took that whole time, you probably would have, you know, been like, all right, that's too long, or, you know, you would have gotten afraid and did something else. So for some, I mean, you needed to be breadcrumbed. Your higher self and everybody knew, like, yo, if we tell her it's gonna take a year, if we tell him it's gonna take 2 years, it's gonna be too much for him to accept. So we're gonna have to give him little by little as we get this thing done, and in the end, he'll get it. In the end, she'll get it. And it's like, hey, but this is it. That's exactly what this feels like. This is the one. So I understand it's just the first of many, but it's gonna become clear, like, okay, like we're not in Kansas anymore. We're exactly where we're supposed to be, and things are coming in, and this is the first evidence of that. And it's like, okay, here's your proof. Like, please now relax, recommit to yourself, recommit to these things, and continue to do what you need to do, and understand that there's more where that came from. So that's the Page of Pentacles. And then King of Wands came out again. And I'm being drawn to, right now I'm being drawn to the Lizard. And this just feels like regeneration, like healing parts of yourself that may have been left behind, healing parts of yourself that, you know, that hurt and that have been needing attention. And I'm also being drawn to the Lion again. It feels all big and powerful and like, almost like I couldn't look at it in the eyes for too long. Like, it broke me. And yeah, that feels like you. Yeah, it definitely feels like you. It's like, dude, if you knew how powerful you were, like, if we could all sit here together and zoom out and look at, like, all of our futures together, like, I think we'd all be so shook as to the group we have assembled here right now. Wow. 0234 on the timer as I said that. Like 023400, like exactly 0234. It's like, yeah, if we could zoom out and see who we have here gathered today, like, I feel like we'd all be so shook. Like, whoa, like we were all in one space. We were all sitting here going over messages together. Like, we had no idea what was waiting for us. And it's like, that's exactly what this feels like. Yeah, it feels like that lion knows exactly what the hell's going on. Like, as we sit here and we're like trying to, like, oh yeah, like, oh, you know, discuss these things and navigate the energies together, it feels like the lion's like, y'all still have no idea. And yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, let that fire burn, y'all. If you got a burning desire inside you, let it burn. I'm being drawn to the fire on the throne, the fire on his head. Like, and I've seen this card a bunch of times, and I've never been drawn to that stuff or even really noticed. So yeah, let that fire burn. And understand that you're safe from it. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of that energy, even if it might feel very potent, very strong, very scary even at times. Like, whoa, like, I don't know, like, this is a lot to contain. Like, it's okay. And trust that, yeah, you have a container for it, and that it's sustainable for you, and that it won't burn you up as you continue to work with it and guide it and be able to do different things with it. You got this. So don't allow it to, yeah, be a scary thing, because like, it's your power. That's your magic. And the last was the Ten of Cups, but it came out reverse. I think I'm gonna honor it right side up though. and this just feels like remember what it's all for. Like, remember why you do what you do. Remember why you even care to make sure that you're in alignment. Remember why you even care that, that life is unfolding for you the way it is. Why you even care if love is on the way. Why you even care, about any of these things that you care about a lot, that tend to feel like the be all end all, when it's like that's just a manifestation of another energy, of what what's calling out to your soul, what you're here to do, your purpose, who you are, what you know to be true. All these things that manifest as our desires, that manifest as um, the things we're hard on ourselves about, and all that. Because all of it is just love. You overthinking is just love. You just because like, you want to be your best self. You want to, live the life you feel like you deserve to live, or you want to make the people around you happy. All that is just love. And it's like, sometimes it's misguided, sometimes it's misplaced, sometimes it's chaotic, sometimes it's hectic. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's all love. So keep track of the love itself. Don't get lost into how it manifests as these negative things, or even as the positive things, but understand that it's love, and that, yeah, it all comes back to that. So it's like, remember what it's all for. As you're sitting there stressed out about paying bills, as you're stressed out about working the job, remember why you do it. It's not simply just to make money. It's not simply just to have a job. It's the freedom it comes with. It's the ability to create your life the way you want to be able to feel the way you need to feel, to be able to take care of the people you want to take care of and need to take care of, to be able to pour into their cups, for them to not need anything, and just all those things. Like, that's the reality of what it's for. And by keeping an eye on that, and not just what you're doing, or I'm trying to keep it general and not make it about money, but yeah, this is about money. Not just focusing on the money itself, but what exactly it is that the money is providing, that you're after, and to remember that that's the why. So you don't end up chasing the money, but because it's like, if you're focused on the money, like I said, this is just an example. You can apply it to anything, but if you're just focused on the money, you're gonna be like, oh man, I need the money. I need to do this. I need to do that. But when you zoom out, you remember, like, okay, like, really, it's not really about the money. I just know money is, right now, in the way of things operating, money is a way to get access to my freedom. Then it's like, okay, so it's about the freedom. So now you're choosing freedom more so than just chasing the money, because there's going to be times where the money comes in direct opposition to your freedom. Like, it's going to come a point where it's like you're choosing between freedom or money. Like, you're choosing, like, maybe you had you had this day off, right? And then now you're like, oh damn, I'm gonna pour into myself. I'm gonna do self-care. I might go hang out with this friend, go to the mall, do all these things to pour into yourself, to give back to yourself, right? And to enjoy that freedom, right? Because now you have the money, now you got whatever. But now your job calls you and boom, hey, can you come in today? We need you to do X, Y, Z. Like, yeah, we know it's your day off, but we need you. And then now you're like, oh damn, like, well, yeah, it's money. I gotta. If you're chasing the money, and that's what your money focused, it's gonna be like, well, I could use the money. It's like, yeah, all right, let me just go in. It's like, boom, now you went in, but it's like you didn't go in because you wanted to go in. You didn't go in because it lights you up. It makes you feel free. It makes you feel any of that stuff, which is why you even have the job, is to get access to that freedom, or to create the freedom. And that's the way you chose to create your freedom, through this job. So if you're not, and okay, so now you said yes and you go, but it's not because it makes you feel free or any of those things. And it's like, you did it because of the money, right? Because in your head, you're focused on getting money. I have this job because I need to get the money. I need the money. I need the money. So yes, now you're there, and it's like, oh damn, you didn't even want to be there, and you literally traded in your freedom, because you had a full freedom, full day waiting for you, and it's a direct product of you continuing to work this job, continuing to give, and show up how you do. And it's like, you had the freedom, which is what you've been after, and it's like, okay, enjoy it, and you traded it away for the money, for what? Future freedom. And it's like, that's an illusion, and it's like that snowballs and continues, and then you find yourself, and it's like, wow, and then you find yourself at the job not even feeling free, not you feeling stuck to it, shackled to it, and it's like you forgot about why you were even there in the first place, and it was about the freedom. So it's like when they do call, when you have that freedom centered focus, and they call, like, oh, we need you, it's like, I can't today. I literally can't. I understand you need me, but I can't. I wasn't on schedule. I've already made all these arrangements. I can't show up. And they're going to do what they need to do. And you get to enjoy your freedom. And it's like, that's what it was for. So it's like, don't allow the job to become its own thing, or to, like I said, make you trade in the very things that you're working it for, the very things you're even doing it for. And it's like, it's easy for that to happen when you don't have a clear focus on what it's for. And in this example, it's like, I'm focused on making money, but it's like, it wasn't even about the money, because at the point where you don't need money to do everything, are you going to be working that job? And if the answer is no, and it's like, okay, so it wasn't about the money, it's about the freedom. And at the point you don't need the money for the freedom anymore, you're going to do something, you're going to go do what makes you feel free. And it's like, so make sure you keep that centered in all this. Your why. Remember the why, and make sure your why is actually your why. But yeah, I feel like you guys get that. But yeah, that's a very important message right there. And yeah, that being said, now things definitely feel complete. I feel like, yeah, the energy definitely feels conclusive. And yeah, I feel good. How y'all feeling? We 2 hours and 42 minutes in, and it's crazy. I don't feel tired or anything. Like, I could definitely keep going. Cars didn't even tell me to shut up today, but yeah, things definitely feel done though. So I'll let it rest and let y'all get to integration and all the good stuff that comes after the reading. But yeah, soul version of you is dead and gone, man. Allow it to die, and understand that death is okay. Metamorphosis. Through death, rebirth, and transformation. You know, the end of the caterpillar, it's the end of its life as a caterpillar, but then it goes in and it turns into a butterfly, you know. And it's like, yeah, it's just a transition. Like, it's not a caterpillar anymore. The caterpillar that you knew is gone. It's like there's no what's the word? It's an R word. There's no there's nothing, no recognizable parts of the caterpillar left. There's no evidence of the caterpillar ever even being there. But you understand what you've been through, you understand your story. And yeah, to untrained eye, it looks like, this version of you died, but it's like, no, it transitioned and became the fertilizer for this new version. And it grew into this tree of this new thing, of this new version of you that's more authentic, that's more in alignment to you and who you are. And that's just what this feels like. It's like allowing that old version to die and understanding that it's not really a death. And even death itself is just a transition. But yeah, it's a metamorphosis. That's what's actually happening here. So take that with you in this week and go down the rabbit hole. Don't forget. As these towers come down, and tower on the top, it was sliding out. As these towers come down, understand that on the other end of this is everything you wanted, and understand that you are a phoenix rising from the ashes. So don't get distracted by all the fire, that you don't get to see the true beauty and magnitude of what's unfolding here. And that unfolding is your becoming. Like that's the reality of what's happening right now. Is our becoming is so loud right now. The energies are so potent, and it's just so evident in everything. It's like, yeah, allow things to fall away. Take scope of what's falling away. Take scope of what's being drawn in closer. Take scope of what feels like you, what no longer feels like you, and all that. Yeah, that feels like it though. It feels so important though. Like I don't know. Like inside, it just feels like I'm debriefing y'all, and it's like, all right. Like when I come back to check in, like I want to hear like how you let go of this thing, you took this leap of faith, and then this happened, and you got this proof, and because it feels like a very important step. Like this feels like, yeah, this feels like the debrief before things get real. And I feel like we're gonna come back next week to. I feel like we're gonna come back next week to a lot of shifts and just a whole nother different reality, for each of us. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for another session of Magic Monday. Onwards and upwards. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're welcome. And thank you for being here again. Um, yeah. It's Monday Magic, by the way, y'all. Y'all be saying Magic Monday. I'll be letting y'all get away with it. But I think it's time I start advocating for myself. But no, I really appreciate y'all. And yeah, thank y'all for continuing to be here. This is a dope experience, and it just continues to unfold. And I'm just so grateful. And I just feel so helpless to get y'all to feel it and to express it. Because the more I say it, the more watered down it feels. The more I say I love y'all every week, the more I say hell yeah, the more I say you're doing wonderful, you're doing great. It just feels like the more it starts to sound like catchphrases, like that's just stuff I say. And it's like, no, like that's literally how I feel, y'all. And it's like, yeah, we need to come up with new ways to express these things because, yeah, it's not helping me. It doesn't feel like I'm actually expressing the energy sometimes. It's like, yeah, you hear me, but you don't get it. Like, I'm really proud of you. Like, you're really doing such a great job. Like, you're really kicking ass. Like, we're really doing great things here. We're really in the middle of the greatest story ever told. It's like, just all the stuff I be saying. I really mean it. But yeah, that being said, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. But I really love y'all, and this has been dope, super dope. I don't know where next week's gonna find us. I do have a feeling I'll see y'all again before then. But yeah, make sure y'all do all the things. And thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Every way y'all support me, and just the bits, the donations, the subscribes, the follows, the shares, the common ground that we find in the comments and in the chats, and just everything this experience has been. It's been everything I could have ever imagined for it to be, and then some. Um, yeah, we definitely got to spend some time just feeling crazy together, because I just want to talk to y'all and see where y'all are at and what your experiences are like, and yeah, how the weeks find y'all, Tuesday through Sunday before we get back here on Mondays, and just all that. And I really am invested in you all, and please know that I'm as invested in you as you are in me. So your support to me will always come right back to you and bleed into your reality, because I'm not going anywhere. I take the love and the support and everything, the physical help, all that, and I just pour it right back into the container, right back into you all. So yeah, as long as I have to give, y'all will be receiving. So I really appreciate y'all. And yeah, make sure y'all do all the things. Follow, subscribe, share with somebody. Yeah, just all the stuff. Man. Go check out my link tree, man. There's so many links in there. There's my music. There's links to meditations. There's YouTube. There's NFTs in there too. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm very multidimensional, and so are you. So don't try to put yourself into too many boxes, because there's not enough of them. I promise you. But that being said, I love y'all so much. And I'm a little sad to see y'all go, for real. Like, I don't know. I spent a lot of time looking forward to today, and here we are, and now it's like the job well done. So I don't know what comes next, but I'm excited. I'm gonna spend the rest of my night. I'm definitely a night owl, so this is my favorite time of day. So I'm excited to see what's in store for me the rest of the night. But yeah, y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all soon. And yeah, like I said, keep me updated, please. I don't just be saying that. I really want to see what y'all got going on. Yeah, I'll definitely keep being me. And you have a blessed week too. And you stay being you, because you're really, really awesome. And I can never tell you enough. And I hope you tell yourself too. So, oh yeah. I love y'all. Be safe, and I'll see y'all soon.